he's not going to be long for this world either.
Yep, looks like ankle brain, possibly little nose damage to that may have knocked the oil cooler. The oil coolers are on the front sections of these race cars.
And
so
we're going to try to go green.
Knock some oil lines off that car. We will go green for what, 2 laps?
1 lap, and I guess we'll get 1 lap of green in because we are completed 98 right now. And look, it'll be interesting to see, is Peyton Sellers going to restart this race? Is Jack Sellers going to restart this race? Both of them got damage on their race car.
Yes, they will. And the bumper cover will not last more than my bets are, a half a lap on Peyton Sellers' car.
I don't know if Peyton Sellers can get that car up to speed. He's hanging back. He's going to start at the rear.
NASCAR has shaked the black flag at him, told him black flagged it, but, you know, being with 1 lap, I'm not sure if...
You've got 3 laps to acknowledge it, don't you?
So he can ride around here for 1 lap. He just needs to ease around here. Just get the car through.
Well, again, he's not going to get lapped on just 1 lap because here comes, I guess the red flag's getting ready to come out. The yellow is back out. So, you know what? Smart move by Peyton Sellers. Stay out there. Stay on the lead lap. Restart.
Yep, and then whatever you got left.
Well, he's getting the black flag, but this race is going to be stopped. It's time for the halftime break. We'll see if there's any penalty administered to Peyton Sellers. We'll get in touch with NASCAR and see what they think about that deal.
Longest line.
Hey, quick. That is correct.
We'll go to the tail end of the longest line. Obviously,
well, Sellers has just pulled off the racetrack. And we are 100 laps into this race, and we have not stopped yet.
I said, I believe 100, lap 101, we will stop.
All right.
And then bring the cars into the pits.
Well, the flagman has the red flag in his hand, and that's going to signify stopping the race. And they are Peyton Sellers to the attention of his crew, led by Dwayne Knorr. And there are all the cars saying goodbye to the fans for just a few minutes. And we're scheduled to have a 10-minute break here. And you see they are going to the very dark garage area, and they will be allowed to change 2 tires.
Yep, 2 tires and any other adjustment you would like. I mean, you can change shocks, you can change springs, change sway bar, anything you can do in 10 minutes, you're allowed to do. So, you know, guys could be coming in making major changes to these cars to try and help the handling on these race cars. Now's the time to do it.
Mike David, you saw, leads the race. Eric Holmes is second. Steve Portengay has made his way to third. And a young man we haven't talked about at all today, Eric Harden, is fourth. And Mike Duncan is fifth. That's the way they will restart, putting some fuel into Duncan's car. So we'll be back to tell you about the changes some of these drivers are making here at the halftime break in the Allstate Texas Thunder 200. We've had a lot of excitement here tonight. You see a pretty good crowd here at the Thunderhill Raceway and the Allstate Texas Thunder 200. We are halfway through. I'm Mike Hogwood along with Dan Partis up here in the booth. Candace Kruger is behind the wall with all those cars who are making adjustments. And again, they can change 2 tires and make any other adjustments they really want to make here in the 10-minute halftime break. And it's going to be interesting to see who is making what kind of adjustments. Well, our leader is Mike David, and Candace is down by his car.
I sure am. Mike, we're 100 laps down. Are you pleased with how the car's performed so far?
Car's just a little bit tight, though. Guys are going to make some adjustments, see if we can't give the 62 car a run.
And, of course, Eric Holmes has been in your rearview mirror most of the race. You've got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, but now he's in front of us, and he's pretty fast, so I hate what happened with the 16 car. I thought I had him cleared. I guess I just didn't give him enough room. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Didn't do too much damage on the car, though, right?
On ours, fortunately not, but I guess his is wrecked up pretty bad.
Good luck, Mike.
Thanks.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike thinks that the 62's out front, but on the scoring monitor that I have, Mike David is going to restart this race out front, and it's pretty gracious of Mike David because I know that he didn't intentionally try to do that. Peyton Sellers certainly didn't intentionally try to wreck there.
No, it was just a close call, and again, looked like there was plenty of room down on the bottom of the racetrack. Not sure if Peyton didn't want to use it all.
Well, if you haven't been with us for the first 100 laps, it has been pretty exciting. Let's go back and check things out. Lap 27, it was Bruce Betts. It was scaring those folks down there at turn 4. Lap 43, Jim Englebright, Tim Woods get together. Englebright was penalized.
Getting back in 6th place, recovered from that.
Woods is actually having a great run. And then here's the
Sellers.
Oh my goodness. So watch Englebright right there.
Yep, took the tail off. Jack Sellers got a little right front action. Caved the right front of that race car in. Tough break for Peyton Sellers. Running so good, and again, 7 laps before halfway, and not sure exactly why we got quite so aggressive.
Well, you know, I think Peyton Sellers has a bright future in front of him. And one of the ways that you really make it in this sport, in this business, is that you have to be aggressive. But one of the things you learn is to pick your battles and to pick your spots in the race, or whether just to hang in there. But it's hard to tell a race driver that. Eric Holmes has had a great run tonight. He is coming in as the points leader. And right now, he is going to restart on the front row, and he's with Candace.
Eric, not a lot of action going on around your car right now. Does that mean you're pretty pleased with it?
Yeah, I think we're pretty good. It's been a lot of action on the racetrack, though, man. It's a pretty racy place, and we're having a good time. We're just trying to lead some laps and pull off a victory tonight.
What, if any, changes have you guys made?
I think we're just going to leave it. I'm a tiny bit tight, but we're just going to leave it. And I got to say hi to my car owner, Alan Beebe, and everybody at my mom's restaurant, Shorty's in Escalon. I hope everybody's having a good time watching the race.
You've got to feel pretty good with how things have gone so far for the first 100 laps.
Yeah, it's been good. It's rough out there, man. I mean, me and Mike David are racing hard, and everybody. I mean, it's been a fun race, so it's a fun track, and I'm proud to be here.
Is the track coming around at all? How's that outside groove?
I mean, you can kind of hang out there, but it's definitely the bottom's the way around. You know, you definitely want to be on the bottom, and there's a little bit of outside groove, but you don't want to get hung out there too long.
Thanks, Eric.
You know, it's an interesting sign when you come in for the halftime break, and not only do you not make any changes, you don't even put the window net down. I think Eric Holmes is saying, okay, let's get this over with. I want to get back out on that racetrack and go after it. He is feeling good about his race car.
Well, he is, and as a driver, I mean, when you got a car that's that dominant, that's the last thing we want to do is stop. I mean, we don't want to see a yellow flag. We don't want to see nothing. We want to see the white flag because we know we've got the equipment that no one can beat in that given night. But we come in, the tires cool down. You've got to be careful that the guys don't go make any changes. If you're a little bit tight, just leave it alone because obviously looks like he's about a half a tenth faster than any car on the racetrack. He's got good bite off the corners, so he is the class of the field here tonight.
And we'll give our own hello to Shorty's Restaurant in Escalon, California. Glad they're watching on HDNet, and they have seen Peyton Sellers get his car flat out torn up. Candace is over there with a hard-working crew.
I sure am, Mike, and unfortunately we're going to be speaking to Peyton outside of the car, which I know is not where he wants to be. Peyton, tell us what happened out there.
I'll tell you, Candace, it was just a tough night for us. We had a really good car. Everybody, Dwayne, Bill, everybody pitched in really hard today. It's my first time seeing the track was this morning, and we had an awesome car. I'll tell you, the Napa car really was running good tonight. I don't know what happened on that, restart there. I don't know if, Mike David cut me off a little bit or if I just got in there too hard. It could have happened either way. So just thankful to be out here. Good Lord's taking care of us. I'm okay, so I guess that's a good thing. Cars hurt pretty bad right now. They're going to try to get it back out there, but just for points, if anything. So, like I said, I just hate it for everybody involved. Napa Belts and Hoses, Napa Auto Parts, and, tough week, but we'll get them at Altamont. Now we're just racing for a top 5 in points and Rookie of the Year. So we'll just fix this car back, come back to Altamont and get us a win there. So, tough night, but it's the way it goes.
Well, and like you said, we are pleased that you're okay. That's what's most important. It looked like you were trying to drive 3 wide out there. How did that go?
Yeah, I'll tell you, our car was really good. We worked good on the outside, as, we showed on a couple of restarts there. And, like I said, we just had a good car. We were just trying to make it to that halfway break, put some tires on it, and go race in the second 100. Thought I caught myself doing what we needed to do, but it didn't work out.
Thanks, Peyton.
Thank you.
Tough break.
All right.
Hey, guys, and as a driver, my hat's off to him. He said maybe I got in there a little bit too hot, maybe shoved the nose a little bit, and that's what it looked like to me. He just got in a little deep and just lost the nose, and it got in the back of Mike David's car. I mean, these things happen, and that's what we're here for. In these series, he's gonna be a heck of a driver. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's 22 years old. He's going to do some Busch South racing. He's going to try and make the Busch South race in Ted Marsh's car, the 31 car at Memphis here in a few weeks. So, best of luck to Peyton Sellers, and we'll hear a lot from him, I'm sure, in the future.
By the way, he's been penalized by NASCAR 5 laps. Englebright's been penalized 5 laps for that wreck, and Jack Sellers been penalized 5 laps. as well. Here is the halfway standing. Mike David leads the Allstate Texas Thunder 200 in Kyle, Texas. We go back to the first of 2 races at Irwindale. This in late May, Memorial Weekend, and Peyton Sellers ran strong in that race. Austin Cameron had a massive accident. What a hit that was.
It was. Car over on the roof. Just a tremendous shot, but he was A-OK.
And we saw Andrew Myers win at Phoenix. He won this race at Irwindale. Again, his engine has gone out. He is out of this race here in Kyle, Texas here tonight. But not the story for Mike David, who will start first in this race, and he gets the advantage of starting on the inside. Mike Duncan will restart 5th. Candace, so what did they do during this halftime break? Hello, Candace.
Okay, I hear you guys now. Sorry about that. I'm
That's
having
all
a little bit of IFB problems. Yes, I spoke to Mike Duncan. He said, he confirmed what we've seen all night. He said the top line isn't nearly as fast as the inside. He said the restarts are just killing him having to start on the outside, guys. He'll be glad that he'll be starting on the inside right now.
Right.
Well, thanks, Candace. He also said he made some adjustments. He changed the left front shock on the 9 car and made a track bar adjustment, moved the track bar up on that race car, which actually loosens the race car up. One of the few drivers that are complaining about a real tight condition here tonight. So he did loosen the 9 car up, so we'll have to see if that really helps him, mainly through the center of the corner.
By the way, if you're wondering what kind of problem Candace had, an IFB problem, basically means you can't hear.
Yeah, that's, means my
that's a problem.
My hearing aid don't work.
And you know what? She has an interruptible fallback problem.
Yep, well, you'll have to explain that too.
I have no idea what that is, but it's shortened to IFB, and it just means you cannot hear.
I got you.
So, you're ready for the restarts here. And
see the 54 car, Tim Woods, currently running in 6th position. Just to, he's got to be real happy with that. Started here tonight in 15th, was involved in an early on spin, but worked his way back up there in the top 6, and got to be thrilled with his running position at the halfway point here.
Yeah. Mike Duncan, we were talking about that, he should be starting on the inside. Tim Woods, who had, as you said, had a spin, and I was just happy to see him here after getting out of that race car after it caught on fire at Fontana.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Hey, you ready for some hockey? We are, because hockey is back on HDNet. They're strapping their skates on, and the ice is ready. HDNet is going to provide live 1080i high-definition national coverage all season long. Join us for our first game from Pittsburgh as Sidney Crosby and Sergei Gonchar battle it out with Atlantic Division rival Philadelphia. Simone Gagne and Peter Forsberg look to keep the Flyers on their winning ways. It's the Penguins and the Flyers, Thursday night, October 5th at 7:30 Eastern. Hockey is back, and it's on HDNet. It's just like being there. Glad you're here with us tonight. This is our final NASCAR race of the season on HDNet. The next to last race here in this Grand National West Series. They'll race at Altamont Speedway in California to close out the season. The East Series, which you've seen a lot of on HDNet, closed out their season today in Lime Rock on the road course. Our congratulations again to Ruben Pardo, who won that race, and to Mike Olson, who by finishing 3rd wins his 2nd Grand National East Championship. Great year for Mike Olson and his team.